get that out. But yes, I enjoy this conversation. We were talking about creativity off the dream world and like talking about how it's important in life to be creative and to tap into that part of your mind. And we lose that as we grow older. You had made a comment to me whenever we're taking a break that it reminded you of your aunt. Was there a thought there you wanted to say?
Oh, yeah, because you had mentioned when people pass away that we remember like key things about them. And my aunt just recently passed away. And she was my mom's twin sister. So she was very
And you're really close to your mom.
Yeah, I'm really close to my mom. Me and my aunt, we had our challenges in life, you know?
Yeah.
Like she was different from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
She had a rough delivery. Like my mom learned how to be nurturing and loving and kind.
Yeah.
But my aunt didn't really have the delivery of the nurturing and kind. But she still had the same good intentions, though. Yeah. The same wisdom that she was trying to just help me navigate life and make better choices. And just, she wanted the best for us. She wanted me to be a good person. And that always reflected through.
Yeah.
You know? And so I was just thinking about, you know, life and death. And like, as people pass on, like, what do we leave behind, you know? And like, what does it even mean, right? It's kind of a trip.
It is a trip, and you can really apply it to anyone that's lost anyone ever. But there's always those moments where we try to figure out what we could have done differently or how we could make a relationship different. And if you talk to a counselor, they'll always say, let that go. And maybe, right? Maybe that's an important thing. Yeah. But I also like the question. I like thinking, what should I have done? Because that usually leads into exactly what you said, which is what impact did they have on me? Right. Yeah. If you have a healthy relationship with death, which I like to think I do now, I didn't always.
Yeah.
You start asking yourself those questions. And it's really important to get through the grieving process, right? To get to the part where you're sad, you're angry, you're frustrated, whose fault is it? All of the stages of grief, right?
Right.
And then get to that part where it's like, all right, I want to move on. That's what this person would want from me. Yeah. What could I take from this, right? And I love how you broke down, she wasn't the kindest person with her words, but she was a kind person. Her delivery was off. And as someone who has bad delivery sometimes, I totally relate to that. Because I would like people to think that I was a good person. I would like for people to see the good things in me. But I can be kind of straight up. I could be kind of like, it's easy for someone to interpret like Will is being a dick. And usually I'm not. Maybe there's some times where I am. But mostly it comes from a good place. And so I like that you were able to distinguish that. Because it's very easy to find, if it's someone you didn't have the greatest relationship, it's really easy to find the things that they didn't do well. Yeah. But it's really hard to find the things they didn't do well and why. Like, what was it? What were they really trying to say? So I like that you said that, because you're ahead of where you should be in the grieving process, because that's really hard for people to get to that place.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you are, because it's super important, right? To be able to say what their intent was, because people intend to do good things and it comes off bad sometimes.
Yeah, the delivery's a little rough.
Yeah, but delivery is supposed to be rough. With the world full of like different people, we're all different colors. We all speak language differently.
And maybe
it's supposed to be tough.
Her perspective on me, it's justifiable, you know? I'm her sister's son. So I'm just like a child in her eyes.
Yeah.
So she's looking at me making all these childish mistakes and being the young man and the fool that I was growing up, because, gosh, you know, did a lot of dumb shit as a young man and a child, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, it's totally understandable. I feel like
999, 1,000. Oh, hey, I didn't see you guys there. Just doing 1,000 curls, nothing crazy. You know what is crazy? You guys haven't subscribed yet. So let's get on it. Hit that subscribe button. 1,001.